to the Khalsa family, your experiences. That'd be really nice. Whether it's something which we as the wider family can have perhaps some things for us to improve, or things that actually think actually that we're doing well as well as a general family, as a Khalsa family. So that'd be really helpful.
Yeah, thank you, Baji. Thank you very much. And please, like, stop me when you've had enough. I mean, I'll try and keep brief, but I have no problem to be interrupted and to say thank you very much, Satnam, as well.
No
But
problem, Benji. You take your time. No problem.
thank you. Well, I came originally from a very atheist family, so I wasn't brought up in any religious environment within my own family, my blood family. So I feel very, very graced and blessed that the Guru um, found a way to me. And one of my, key reflections always is that we have no idea whose hukam it is to come to the feet of the Guru. We do not know. And we also don't perhaps need to get so focused on what way or through whom or what organization anyone comes to the feet of the Guru. There can be people who are going to facilitate consciously or not consciously somebody's path to the Guru. So in this way, I'm very grateful for how I came to the Guru. It's quite difficult as a white-skinned person not to be so over-identified with 3HO, because people will refer to you, oh, as a 3HO Sikh. Well, I'm a Sikh, that's my identity, and I have a relationship with 3HO, but ultimately my identity is as a Sikh. But, I'm very, very grateful for Yogi Bhajan, who was the person that pointed people to the Guru. Now, whether people remained attached to him or not is, other people's business. But, I took that directive to the Guru, and I had my own experience of the Guru. And I was also very grateful here in the UK that I didn't know any white Sikhs around me here in the UK, and I was so openly embraced by the Punjabi community. Somehow my phone number got circulated and moved across different people in the Punjabi Sikh community. And I was invited to many houses, and I would go and knock on doors of strangers' houses, and was always welcomed into so many programs in houses and so many Gurdwara programs. So I hold a great deal of love and gratitude for how I was embraced into Sikhi in the country where I live through the Punjabi community without any questions, just simply welcomed. And I really feel very strongly as I continue my ongoing reflections and contemplations and growth as a Sikh that, part of my role is to also, as a number of you have said here as well, to keep being open and embracing and welcoming of anybody who takes any interest or inquiry into Sikh Dharam. And to remember that I'm not the knower of everything. I've been in the Dharma long enough now, over 20 years, and I have moved around many different programs and jathas here in the UK to know also that there's very different ways of doing things. And as a newcomer to begin with, that's quite an eye-opener. You fall in love with the Guru, and that's all there really is to begin with, just love. You're in your honeymoon period, and then after a while you start being awakened to the fact that there's many different ways of doing things. You think there's just one way of being a Sikh, and then you find out, there's different protocols. There's lots of politics. There may be different aspects to Amrit Sanchar, depending on what jata you receive the blessing of Amrit Sanchar. So there's many different dimensions for anybody to have to navigate, while at the same time not losing sight of the fact that Guru Gobind Singh Ji spoke so much about love. And if there isn't love, what is there? So how do we keep the correct balance, knowing that we may make mistakes, that the role of all Sikhs is to educate. And I'm always very grateful when someone might come to me because I don't have the full understanding of something. That's the role of a Sikh. And hopefully everyone can do that as compassionately as possible, so that, you know, people also remain connected to that sense of inspiration to want to learn more. So I learned a great deal from the Punjabi Sikh community, and I continue to do so. And then I'm aware of how my skin color of being white has also supported many Punjabi Sikhs, because I've been approached over these decades on the tubes, on trains, by especially young Punjabi Sikhs who come to talk to me because they have not had a good experience in their Gurdwara, or they feel that they don't know how to behave correctly in the Gurdwara, and perhaps they have been corrected in a certain way that has made them fearful to return. So they see a white-skinned person wearing dastard, and it might feel a little bit safer to go and ask them questions, so that they don't feel so foolish, because obviously I have had to learn along the way, and I've had to ask stupid questions, or what have felt to be stupid questions, and overcome my own fears of looking ignorant, of doing things wrong, and praying to God and Guru that, you know, someone will come forward to compassionately educate me. So I'm interested to be in this space, really, to see how we can navigate the fact that there may be different, in quotes, branches of Sikh Dharam. When Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji spoke of one humanity, you know, how do we find the right balance of that? So, as it's been brought up earlier, that we can be respectful of the fact that there may be different ways of doing things in different Gurdwaras, there may be different approaches through different jathas, but we can remain respectful. Just like you go to somebody's house and there might be some house rules, you know, you take your shoes off here or you take your shoes off over there. We'll always be respectful when we go to another person's house. How do we enter into the Guru's house, which is always welcoming? And that's what we also need to remember, that the Guru is overseeing everything. It's Vaiguru's play, it's a divine play, and we all find our way in the way that we do. We all have our own hukam, and our own relationship with the Guru is very intimate and it's very personal. So how do we also acknowledge that everyone has their own relationship to develop with the Guru, their own intimacy, their own relationship to Sikhi that evolves over time? And yet at the same time recognize that there are protocols, there are standards, there is a reference, and to honor that and always be respectful of that. Regarding the 3HO community, only a few things that I would say. I'm not interested in slandering Yogi Bhajan or anybody else. I really don't want to place my energy there in the same way that I've come across maybe different practices in all different communities globally in the Sikh Dharma. I'm not interested to criticize and slander anybody, and definitely not criticize people for mistakes as well, that perhaps, you know, they were blind to certain aspects at a particular point in time. And we also have to acknowledge as well in Japji Sahib how Guru Nanak Dev Ji speaks about how Vaiguru, you know, keeps some people blind in some moments and then will reveal something in other moments, you know, remembering that too. But what I do note in the 3HO community is that some people will really fall in love with Sikh Dharam and really fall in love with the Guru, and they will step forward into the identity of being a Sikh, and they will commit to walking that path. And then there are also many people who get introduced to Shabad Guru, who get introduced to Naam, who get introduced to programs and Kirtan, and feel very, very touched. And they may never identify themselves as a Sikh, or any kind of a religion in terms of the categorization of a religion, but they still may feel touched, that there is something that will bring them a sense of coming home to a truer place within themselves that is beyond all of the nonsense of the mind, that might bring them into the consciousness of the importance of seva, of moving from, as was mentioned earlier on, the home, me, and instead how we move from me to we, and we recognize that we can't get into one humanity if we don't start making a shift from me to we. So within the 3HO community, there has been, aspects of the Sikh Dharam, the inspiration of how the gurus lived, the examples there that are told in story form that are then put into a practice like seva, serving somebody else, not just yourself. These principles that are very deep within Sikhi, that people have been very much touched by. And of course, I acknowledge too that might come with limitations of their understanding of protocols, of correct behaviors in certain contexts and environments that may need some education along the way. So, that's something for us always to consider, especially when the Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji is going to be present on any kind of a site, that how everyone comes to understand that presence and the protocols that are to be honored with that. But, for us all to recognize that so many people across all different walks of life may be touched by aspects of Sikhi that bring real goodness to their own life, and a goodness that comes to how they serve and how they acknowledge others in life. But they may not choose to identify themselves as a Sikh. But, they have as much right as anybody else to develop their own relationship to the Guru and to Sikh Dharma. So, that's really why I'm here and what I'm interested in, how we can take the word Sikh as being a learner, our responsibility to educate, acknowledge what we don't know, support one another in what we do know, and, move forwards into the vision of a one humanity and what Khalsa really stands for. Because I may misunderstand this, and I'm very happy to be corrected. But even Mata Sahib Ji, I came to understand that she would deliver hukamnamas to the Sangha, and she would address everyone as Khalsa, and there may be a whole variety of people who might be sitting there. And I know people from different faiths, including Christians, who have such a devotion to Japji Sahib and Jap Sahib, and bring that into their practice, and they feel that really benefits them in their life and their connection to the altar where they bow their head. So, this is something that I'm also interested in, and I'm interested to learn from everybody here the different dimensions of what it really means to be Khalsa, and to keep going deeper into the reflections of that is much more beyond the protocols and the Ret Maryada, but really what is there in the absolute depth of what Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji invited us into when we were graced with being present for the Amrit Sanchar. So thank you very much for giving me this time to speak. I'm very, very grateful, and I'm happy to be here. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you, Benji. That was fantastic. Ji Bhai sir.
Ji, what are you saying?
I was just saying thank you to Benji. Hopefully my voice comes. And Hanji Bhai sir, you can carry on. I just want to say thank you, Hanji.
Hanji, thank you. And I come to know that I was saying the comment of that young lady who came to the Sikhism by her own. And she said, no thanks to the Punjabi Sikhs. But Punjabi Sikhs are always welcoming, as I know, if a new one comes. So it may be that she had no contact with the Punjabi Sikhs, or she never went to any Gurdwara or asked for the help or something. But as so many of you told that this is the Sikhism is the god of the game of the God. If God wants someone to come into Sikhism, that person only can come. So this is not that we are not doing something good or not. It's just Guru Sahib. If Guru Sahib have told us to go and give the awareness, then we are going. We are here. So it's God's. What we are doing is God's will, and this is. I'm thinking that now the time is come, and there was a another Sikh, another American who was talking with me that the Christians go door to door and preach their religion, and they have so many staff and doing every day going door to door and telling about the Jesus and the Christianity. So why the Sikhs don't do that? So I told him that there are some people selling their products door to door. So maybe selling some soap, some other things, but you will never see a person who is dealing with diamonds and gold and another things, very precious things, going door to door. So the people selling diamonds never go door to door. The peoples who want to buy a diamond, they come to them. So our thingy is very precious, very, very, very precious. And that's why we don't go door to door. But if someone wants to know, then we will provide that there is a shop from where you can buy. So we are our duty is to let the peoples know where that shop is and what is being sold over there, and how you can go and get those things, and you become like very rich. Rich in sense of not in the sense of money, in sense of virtues, in sense of your peace and your happiness. So this is going according to will of the God. No doubt in it. And what we are doing is also is the will of the God. And now we should uh, consider, or we should discuss that what we should do more to give the awareness. The lady was saying that the world is hungry for the knowledge, the true knowledge, the God's knowledge. And there are so many confusions what the God want to people to do. So every religion will say their religion is the only religion, and who can connect the persons with the God, or who can reach the peoples to the God's house. So, but if I was always thinking that if there should be only one religion, there is one God, and there is one way to go to Him, or there may be the different ways, but the directions. If suppose the God is on north direction, so all the religions will be saying that go to north. So if someone is saying go to south, so that is not the right thing. So if the God is one, there should be one philosophy, one oneness. And the Guru Granth Sahib starts with the oneness, says Ek Oankar. God is one and God is everything. So we are in the one. So we are also one. So
Like,
only game is uh, someone wants to say, I will give the time. Sapri Singh ji. And
uh,
anybody who want to talk uh, can hand raise. I will give time to everybody. So, Sapri Singh ji, you want to say something?
Yeah, I was reading one book.
So a kind request if you can put the video on when speaking. That'd be really helpful for all of the rest of the group. Thank you.
Okay, right. So, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I just want to share one few points that I read from a book. It was written like the Guru Nanak Dev Ji is the God or a path like Guru of humanity, like for all people around the world. Guru Nanak Dev Ji is the Guru of all humanity. His Gurbani is also for all humanity. So anybody can enchant, anybody uh, can do the part of Japji Sahib and Gurbani, recite Gurbani of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So it will benefit to everybody. Everyone will benefit from that. So one point is this, like ki the Gurbani is for all the humanity, Guru is for all of humanity, but the seva of Guru Granth Sahib Ji is being bestowed upon the Khalsa. The main seva of like the basic principles that is bestowed, so that the essence of main, if you want to get like essence of the Khalsa, you have to like do Naam Simran, or you have to embrace from the principles of Khalsa. But anybody can recite around the world, anybody, like it is for everybody, for all the people around the world. Like, so that was a very touching point once I read from a book. So that I wanted to share.
Thank you, Ji. Anybody else want to talk and hand raise or unmute? So in India also, the non-Punjabis are coming to the Sikhism, especially in South India. There is a Pai Jeevan Singh who is in touch with us last 2 years, and he was a Mona haircut, and now he's Sikh with the long beard and the case. So Sardar Jeevan Singh ji, you can unmute and speak your journey and your views for the newcomers and how all over the newcomer Sikhs from any background, how we can unite. And you can please unmute and keep your video on, please.
Yes. Vaheguru Ji. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji
Whether my
Khalsa,
sound is audible?
Yeah. We are listening you. Keep on, please. Yeah.
Okay. I'm very happy to talk to you, Ji. First of all, I say my sincere gratitude to whole Sangat and express my Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So nowadays, recently we conducted a very big public meeting, and also we conducted a very Tamil cultural event in Tamil Nadu in connection with Baisakhi festival. So one thing we could understand that the people, now only the people come to know about the Sikh philosophy and history, because earlier our people thought that their liberation movement started from Babasa Ambedkar or Periyar. But now the people are coming to understand what happened in 1699. Because nowadays we are more talking about what happened in 1699. Because our Guru Gobind Singh Ji sacrificed all their family members to establish the Khalsa Panth, to establish the equality based egalitarian society. To establish the egalitarian society, he sacrificed his whole family. So it is a very new thought to our Tamil Sikh, especially Tamilians. So now our people are very much eager to know about our Sikh philosophy and as well as Sikh history. So once we express to tell about the Sikh history, because the Sikh history itself carries a philosophy also. Because this philosophy is purely applicable and based upon the mindset of the whole Indian people. Because actually Sikh philosophy is for the universal. There is no doubt on that. But when the gurus and bhagats start about how the cruelty of Brahmanism, because rest of the world, the cruelty of Brahmanism is not there, except India. So here, the cruelty of Brahmanism is functioning in each village and each street of this country. So that's what nowadays people, most around Sudras in this country, around more than 85% are living in this country. So those people are still struggling for their self-respect, dignity, and they wanted to come out of their poverty also. Because until Brahmanism is alive here, until Hinduism is alive here, these so-called Shudras will never escape from the cruelty of poverty, and as well as they will not ensure their own self-respect too. So that's what Guru Gobind Singh Ji's mission, last mission, Tek Dek Fateh. The Tek Dek Fateh purely talks about the love and as well as Sangat and Pangat, Miri, Piri, everything is applicable in the Tek Dek Fateh. So Tek Dek Fateh, it ensure the both food. Food means that Shudra will escape from the poverty line. And also the Guru ensure this self-respect and dignity to the every individuals too. So once I throw that concept of Tek Dek Fateh and Miri Piris, Sangat and Pangat, so it is unbelievable. The people are more eager to know more about our Sikhi. Because here in last 2000 years, because people who are living in the Punjab, they don't know about the cruelty of the Brahmanism in rest of the states. Because the Punjab is the safest place, and you people are always talking about the humanity, and you people are always talking about the equality, and sharing and togetherness is there. But when people come out of the Punjab, they fail to understand about the cruelty of the Brahmanism in this country. Because it is purely an ideological war in this country. This ideological war is between Brahmanism and our Sikhi. In India at present, the ideological war is between Brahmanism and Sikhi. Sikhi is talking about the equality. Sikhi is talking about the sharing and togetherness. Sikhi is talking about the love and compassion. Sikhi is talking about the Pangat, the social dialogue. Because when it comes to the human ontology, if there is no love and the social dialogue, means that person live like an animal. But here, except Punjab, the whole India, there is no human ontology is existing in this country. There is no love. There is no compassion. There is no social dialogue. So if the social dialogue is not happening among the society, means how the new thought will happen, how the new development will happen. We cannot find the growth and development if the social dialogue is not happening.
Jeevan Singh, your voice is not coming.
Now is
And
it audible?
now it's audible. Now you have a couple more minutes, please.
Okay. So that's what now this Sikhi, we actually people never expect anything because there is no philosophy based upon the humanity in this country. Even actually, that's what the people wanted to escape from the Hindu religion. That's what the people of the scheduled caste people and OBC people, they converted into Christian and Muslims. But still now they are struggling for their self-respect and dignity. So Sikhi is the solution for the whole country. So if our people adopt, actually you can imagine if the whole country become a Sikh, then this country is like a Begumpura, Khalsa, the Begumpura. So there is no scarcity of food, there is no scarcity of poverty, and the people live with dignity. Because what philosophy is ruling this country? Whether Sikhi philosophy is ruling this country or otherwise Manu philosophy, Brahmanism philosophy is ruling this country. But unfortunately, our Sikhi, the land of Sikhs, land of Gurus in Punjab, the RSS philosophy of Manu is ruling. Nobody think about it. Actually, most of the people are thinking about our Sikh people are not thinking about the Miri angle. So that's what our people are fail in the Miri. So that's what RSS is ruling. RSS ruling is a ruling. Our Manu Dharma is ruling Punjab. Now they are trying to bring the BJP ideology or Congress ideology. The BJP, Congress, Aam Aadmi Party, Communist Party, they are all having the Manu ideology except our Sikhi ideology. One side we are having the Guru Granth Sahib Sikhi philosophy, and another side, unknowingly or knowingly, you are following the philosophy of our people are following the philosophy of Manu Dharma, RSS ideology. So that's what day to day, that atrocity, poverty, and also violation. How many Sikhs are in the prison? They are all they are all keeping as a political prisoners. Why it is happening? Because you people are allowing the RSS to rule this the Punjab. So our people, our leaders are in the jail. Our real followers of our Sikhi, the safeguard, the real our safeguarders of our Guru Granth Sahib, those people are in the jail because of our Sikh, our people fail to understand the concept which had given by our sixth Guru Har Gobind Singh Ji, Miri and Piri. Most of our people are always talking about the Piri part. They fail to think about the Miri. Miri 50 means Piri also 50. Our people start to discuss about the Miri, then only this whole country will become a Begumpura, Khalsa Raj. Otherwise, I'm having a fear. Very soon, I am thinking that I will make this Tamil Nadu as a Begumpura, Khalsa Raj very soon. But I'm not having a hope that Punjab will become a Guru's land in future. Because I think if our people fail to think about the Miri part, surely the BJP will rule in 2027. That Manu, Ramraj, the Ramraj will happen. Once the Ramraj will happen, our whole, it will become a very big threat to our Guru Granth Sahib also, and a very big threat to our Sikhi people also. In this, you think about Miri and Piri, and we will join together to make this country as a Begumpura Khalsa Raj country. In this, I conclude my speech. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Thank you, Bhai sir, very much. And how serious you are, it is showing from your words. And yeah, that's true that we need to become a power also. And how we can do it, and not only in India, we should be a power globally. So now I want the solutions. Now we know the problems, and everybody in few minutes. Because I was thinking that we are not bound in a country; we are universal. So we can be a universal online country, like getting together, and we make a Sarvat Khalsa or a Khalsa organization. The peoples who follow the Khalsaism, the Sikhism, and true love and faith and loyalty, so should come on a platform, and we should name it Begumpura. Begumpura is a not a physical country. Begumpura is a universal country. The peoples who follow the rules of that country, Begumpura Shahar ko now. It is in the Gurbani. Where Begumpura means where there is no pain, no worries like that things. A very peoples are very happy and peaceful and enjoying environment. So for their environment, I'm thinking that we make an organization or something where people can enter, that we want to follow these rules. We want to become this family, this organization, and we should have a social security number for them. If they are in trouble, we all will help that. We will have our own fund or own bank or our the swand, and we will help first our peoples who are our family or following Sikhism and loyal to the Sikhism Khalsa Panth. And this is my thinking. What your thinkings are, please say one by one. Uh, I start from Angad Kaur Panji, then Gulshant Singh, and then Iqbal Singh, and like that, one by one. If uh, Panji, Angad Kaur ji, what do you think?
Uh, could you repeat again the question you're asking of us?
The question raised by Jeevan Singh ji. He's from South India, and they are facing it's going on lower caste, upper caste in India, and lower caste peoples are always given troubles by the upper caste, so called. We don't think there is a caste, but he's saying that we need to become a power to get away from the influence of another peoples. And but he is talking about India, but I'm talking about the globe. So Indian peoples or all other peoples who are who become to become a power or want to be a work in a disciplined way, that like a country. So there are rules and there are benefits also. There are duties also. So we are universal country, and I'm thinking, I'm asking solutions from you also, and my solution was that we become uh, power, a country, a organization. Actually, this should be started from Akal Takht Sahib. Uh, Akal Takht can order and take the names of the people and give social security to them, and provide the security to the peoples, Khalsa people. But as told by Jeevan Singh, that it's under the influence of RSS, and they will never think about the Khalsa. So they will do actually the anti-Khalsa things. But the peoples who are abroad, America, Canada, or any another countries, so they are not under their influence. we can think independently. So what we can do, so this is my question. So I was thinking that we registered our loyal to the Khalsa and provide social security numbers and have a list of them. If they are in trouble and problem, we will help them like our followers citizens. And there should be a Khalsa government like Darbari Sarkari Khalsa. And if you very loyal or very Rahtwan Sikhs on the top leadings. And the peoples coming in that fold will be scared. And if they are in trouble, we will work to release them or give them the support. So what else we can do? So this is the question. Penji.
Oh, Vaheguru. Well, I might need to reflect on that a little bit more. So I'm not sure how helpful I can be in any contributions in this moment. But I wonder how this organization can work across different organizations in different countries. I would imagine that we, for example, amongst us would have many different kinds of networks. So I would, at this point in time, perhaps have more questions to ask, which is, could it be that we build
yes, this is actually, I don't want to say to go to the my what I'm saying. So this is one example that I'm thinking. You may be thinking in different way. I was thinking that we are global and big community. So how we can organize? So I was thinking we will. There will be a central government like, and there will be governments of the each continents, and continent peoples they have their own government and working all countries in their continent, and then any country will have their own government, you know, and country then it will go again to the states. So this will work like a one lower part, upper part, and then go to the final body. So this can happen. Everything is possible for the Khalsa actually. Khalsa is given special powers by Guru Sahib. And if you agree, and we will have another session on next Sunday, same time. It will not happen in 1-2 sessions. We have to work a long time to do something, to make something. So next is Gursan Singh. Please, your view.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So what I hear you saying is a very big project. And as Angad was saying, that probably takes a lot of reflection and such. I actually majored in political science and worked for a congressman in Washington, D.C. for a while. So I know these kind of things really take a lot of thought and organization. Not impossible to do. My initial thought is that I think it's very important that we set a good example of who we are as Sikhs, following the head of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and we, in all of our communications, that when we're talking to Sikhs and non-Sikhs, or anybody who's interested in joining a group like this, or being more interested in Sikhi, that we really show a good example of how we wear the 5Ks, and we present ourselves as proper Sikhs. I think that sometimes, and I saw this happen in 3HO, people think that they can be Sikhs, even using the names Singh, Kaur, and Khalsa, and not have any idea about what it means to be Singh or Kaur or Khalsa. And this is really a shame. And I think it's something that you really need to, like I said, set a good example and set people straight that you really can't call yourself a Singh Kaur Khalsa if you're not following the head of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Everybody's welcome to visit the Gurdwara and to read Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib Ji or listen to Kirtan. This is great. But there was a recent example I just have to bring up because I think this person was so prominent in 3HO, and it was really a disappointment to me when I saw the CEO of SeekNet, Gurmustak Singh. Maybe some of you know him, but he presented. Yes.
Can I request? We are not to. I request you not to focus on 3HO or any names.
Okay.
We are universal, and please go to universal ideas.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I think it's really, really very, very good that we set a good example, and in all of our dealings, and all of our presenting of who we are and following our head. That's what I have to say. And in terms of setting up a group and inviting other people, I think it's really important that we set that a good example.
Actually, the group is already existing. The thing is, the group is not controlled by the real Gursikhs. So all people's coming in it and doing good and bad things. There is no loyalty or no discipline. So the group is Khalsa Panth. Okay. So this exists since 1699, and even before that, that Khalsa was revealed at that day. The Khalsa was present before that also. The thing is, the thing what we want to do is should be done by Khalsa Panth, by Akal Takht, the higher authorities. But and they are not doing anything on it. Since my age almost 60 years, and I have no seen that a sincere or good things are being done here. So that group is already existing. We need some two loyal, disciplined peoples to become the leaders or the honest peoples, not the greedy peoples. When the Khalsa comes, Sikhism comes, their money comes over there and power comes in. And the peoples who want to control money and power, they also come over there, and they are usually selfish people, dishonest people. And when they come to lead, everything becomes spoiled. So now we want something to control by the good peoples, loyal peoples, honest peoples. And we will be a registered community, and we can expel anybody doing anything bad or trying to. We will have at least 5 things leading, at least, and they can be more. There may be a big assembly to pass the things that this is good or what is the next, like that things. So
there are 2-3 points
okay.
Who will recognize that? We are talking about creating a body or a parallel body,
Yes.
Who will that organization or parallel body will be given the recognition, or how many people will recognize? Because nowadays, Khalsa Panth is the supreme. There, everybody is that is recognized all over the world as a supreme power. Akal Takht Sahib, sorry, right? And then there is a SGPC that is recognized by almost all the governments of critical, and that is also recognized. But who is going to recognize that there are a few points, questions to be discussed, and it has to be discussed in a deeper manner still. Right? The idea is okay, but it has to be discussed a lot yet, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that we need to discuss this long, maybe years can be spent on it. But after that, there would be a good and very positive and very nice thing came out. If we work, the need is to work. Work need patience and hard work and labor. So if we are ready, we will keep on doing these meetings every Sunday, like this time, until we reach to the final product. So anybody else want their views, and after that views, we will close this meeting for today, and again restart next Sunday.
Are you
The class.
speaking of like an alternative to the Akal Takht in the SGPC?
Who was saying about it? I couldn't say.
I was saying, are you speaking about basically an alternative to the Akal Takht Jathedars and the SGPC, an organization like this?
Yeah, I was saying that this is their duty. What we want to trying to do is it was their duty to do that. But there is a lot of corruption over there.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, there.
So, yeah. So we don't want to want them to lead us. The dishonest people shouldn't lead honest peoples.
Mm-hmm.
So honest people
It
should
is.
lead themselves. So
Kaisav, just to make a point here is, it is not an alternative, but it is a step, basically, those duties which are to be performed by Akal Takht. We have to pitch in to do those duties now by ourselves, our organization, the people who will be part of this organization. They will take up those jobs which actually has to be taken by the SGPC and Akal Takht Sahib, which has over a period of time has diluted and it has not come forward. And the idea is basically at one point of time, as we gain the momentum, as more people join us, we should be able to put our networks in such a way that at one point of time, our ideology dominates, and even Akal Takht and SGPC, we should be able to take over that, which is an ultimately goal, which I don't see right now. It is how to achieve that, how to get that, I don't know. But because that is there is a big government, political and government bodies which are influencing like RSS and the local governments, which has got a lot of resources and the power, which are actually dominating over
yeah,
and all that.
Vaishnavi, there are so many selfish people. The selfish people will go over there. They will take benefit from them. So the who peoples want to go there, they're okay. Who peoples want to come with us, it's okay. So we are not to. If we are in a great number, then the people will give us a recognition that these people are doing something. Let's ask them. Let's take their view, and if they will invite us, then we will go with over there. So first thing is to make ourselves as great and as organized, well organized, and so that
Yes,
people should notice us.
definitely.
So yeah,
Our think tank should be very good strategic planners, and the of course when we as we gain such moment, there will be some people who will be added into our groups or our people, we have to recognize them with what purpose they have come in. And you will find there are some people who may actually has come with a good intention, but they are, you can say, they're not as trustworthy, and they're not as confident that they can do something, because they are not as much as devoted that they will face the hardship. Some people are looking for the easy way of gaining momentum by way of force or by way of the numbers of the people. We will not find people in a very big number, those who are
Yes.
who are the real actually leaders and who are the real Gursikhs. So we have
Yeah,
to
I understand your point. And this is not the game of quantity. This is the game of quality. So the
yes,
quality
definitely.
peoples are always in less number. So we don't care about the numbers. We care about the quality and the high standard and honesty and loyalty and everything. So okay, thank you for your input and any other input. Uh, Someone, but Jeevan Singh ji, your last solution in couple of minutes. So the Jeevan Singh ji, you are asking about the India's countries problems. So there are global problems, and the
Ah,
world. Okay, so in a
yes,
couple
yes,
minutes,
yes.
only on the global view, not only Indian view.
Mm, 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 mm.
Okay,
Actually, Guru, India is not like one nation. India is like a multinational nation. So if you think the solution of the India, it is the solution of the whole world also.
okay, yes,
Because such a cruelty, such a notion, such
yes,
a notion is ruling such this country.
yes.
This notion is not in other parts of the country except India. So once we handle the India, it is a very, very easy to handle the whole world. But
Wow,
Guru has given the notion excellent, because why we are saying that Guru's notion is the best for the whole world means because Guru had given the notions against the Brahmanism, against the cruelty of the bad notion, which is keeping our people more than 2,000 years as a slave.
the
No
the
other country, no other country is.
I correct you. Not only the Brahmanism, the Guru's thing is every bad thing
Actually,
happening any religion.
the worst notion in this world is Brahmanism. First of all, you can understand that also.
Yeah, I understand
There
that,
is no
but
other. There is no other notion like a Brahmanism. Ji, you
no,
say
at
that
that
whether any notion is against the humanity.
uh,
The
try to
people,
listen.
actually, the people are the Christianities and Muslims. They have some brotherhood or love or compassion. But
Uh,
here, that notion itself wanted to keep the people as a slave. There is no,
no,
actually, they are saying that Sanatana Dharam is a permanent. They are saying like that.
okay, okay,
So Guru had given an alternate to us.
okay, okay. Try to listen to me,
Ah,
please. Uh, the Guru Nanak Dev Ji was against the bad things happening in the name of religions. So those bad things were in Brahmin Hinduism. The bad things were happening in Muslim also, and there was another cult called yogis. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji told these three things are killing the humanity. The Hinduism, Muslim, Qazi, Qazi were very powerful that time, more than
yes, sir.
like
Please,
the Hindus.
please. Actually, the notion is not like that, Ji. Muslims' notion is not like that. The people's behaviors are like that. But here the question is the notion itself killing the people. That is the point here.
Okay. Okay. So, what do you think about what we are thinking to make a international organization?
International organization purely our Sikhi is the only solution for the actually not only India is suffering, the whole world is suffering right now. We cannot, it is very difficult to find a human being. All
Hmm.
are, uh, so
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
right.
there is a movement we need to flourish the humanity. Uh,
Yes, that's the point.
no
You
other,
are
no other, no other, no other, no other religion is not ready to talk about the importance of the humanity.
you're right.
You see how the whole world, actually the whole world is going in the bad shape, Ji. Everywhere
Yes,
the threat is there. Ah,
yes,
you see
yes,
what is happening in America. What is happening in America? What is
yeah,
happening in European countries?
yes,
What is happening in this UAE country? The whole world is collapsed,
Ye-
and they have nobody is thinking about to flourish the humanity except Sikhi. Sikhi people are only people in this world. They are talking about to flourish the humanity. Yeah.
very
So
good.
we are the solution for the whole world.
Right, I agree with you.
Ah, 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 ah.
So, all right,
So we will continuously preach about our guru's philosophy. That's all.
all right. Thank you very much. And
Thank you.
this is our duty, and we are doing our duty, and we will keep on doing our duty until
Okay.
we are alive. And
Yes. Yes.
uh, thank you, everybody. And last moment, if someone want to say and concluding thing, can hand raise. Otherwise, we are going to end this session. And I again thank everybody. And I hope that you will join next week also, or all the sessions until we come to some conclusion. And please bring another people's like you who are thinking, your thinkings are like you thinking, like same thinking people. Bring them to the this next session, and we will be more organized. This time I started this session late. I'm sorry for that, because I overslept. I was in Ransby last night, and I when I wake up, I say 8:05. Oh, I say, oh, I'm late. So, but everything is happening is Guru's will. Uh, Now it's time to say goodbye or Guru Fateh. Please unmute and say Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka
वाहिगुरु जी
Khalsa,
का
Vaheguru
खालसा
Ji
वाहिगुरु जी की
Ki
फतेह
Fateh.
वाहिगुरु जी का
Fateh ji,
खालसा
Fateh ji,
वाहिगुरु जी
Fateh ji,
की
Fateh ji.
फतेह